Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside, coaches, and the shots! And it's played forward. Cuts it out. Rice. Goes for goal! Chance to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Shaw. Hoists it forward. Shaw. Chance to shoot, and the finish! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Well, that is not what he intended. Down by a lack of accuracy. Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rice goes looking. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Good ball. Big chance! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
He's had a goal!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Back to the keeper and go again. Shaw. Diogo Dalot. Gets away from his opponent. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has he picked him out? Nicely controlled. Diogo Dalot drives it forward. And it's been taken straight back. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Hoists it forward. Battles to win it back. Well,
I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now the counter. He's one-on-one! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Diogo Dalot. He's played him through. Gets the better of his man. Hits one! And in it goes! Two to the good! They have breathing space! And that really is so impressive.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. There's the whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now it's Kane. And here's Kane. Kane with a shot!
Kane usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Played back in. Timely intervention. Diogo Dalot. Rice. And here's Kane with a delicate ball. He's gone for it! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start! Kane at his razor-sharp best there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Forward it goes. England couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's got options out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And help's available out wide. Room for a shot. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Is there any support? He might not need it. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Just brushed off the ball there. It's come loose. Bruno Fernandes has been... And the shot! Back of the net! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, the penalty box usually is the place where you get least time on the ball, and yet they were able to exchange passes before an unchecked finish, and I mean, to be honest with you, that should open up an inquest.
He snaffles his foot. Diogo Dalot has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
England seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read.
Has a hit! He scored! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Shaw does well there, alert. England are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Gets his foot in there. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bruno Fernandes! That was travelling. That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. That's a foul, free kick's been given. And it's Shaw. Lovely bit of skill there. Now can he finish? Corner then. And that is that. England lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been...
Goes for goal! And in again! Goal! Argentina! The ideal start!
He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
So, a breakthrough already.
Tries a shot!
And it's played forward. Argentina have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
It into the middle. Well read, he sorted that out. Messi. Argentina are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
He's gone for it!
Hoists it forward. Sancho, that's a good ball to find him.
Oh, well played.
He's taken that really cleanly. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Messi.
And the shot! He scores! 2 up now, and
They are cruising. Jim, your thoughts?
well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Argentina take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Well positioned to make that interception. Digne.
Has a goal! Really well taken goal. Back within 1. They have them in their sights again.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant set-up and finish. Has a pop! They've done it!
He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Argentina go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Lindelof does well there, alert. Forward it goes. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. Ball through needs to be good here. Good take and...
Martinez!
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And here's Messi. whistle's gone, that's a foul. So what can they conjure from this one? Argentina presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. Chooses to go back. Shot at goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Paredes really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And they have themselves another corner. Argentina awarded another corner. Messi with the opportunity to showcase his dead ball craft. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. It's found its way to him. Turns and goes back. It's a brilliant interception. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Argentina head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. We are already promptly back underway. Sancho. Digne. Sancho. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. He's on his way, going for goal! Forward it goes. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Martinez going through. Battles to win it back. It's a loose ball. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Hoists it forward. And he's away. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Looking to change the direction of the game here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's gone for the shot. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Martinez. Messi. Cut out in the nick of time. Keeper sends it forward. Lindelof goes looking. Messi. And it's Messi. There's the through ball. Martinez. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Sancho. He's through. That intervention was very necessary. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Martinez. With a delicate ball. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. And it's played forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Forward it goes. Plays a clever pass. He's had a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Simplicity itself.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Argentina blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Keeper's ball. And time is up, and there goes the whistle. Argentina, comfortable winners, a virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. Tim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. Shot at goal! Swung over. Good saving. Has a goal! Well, that is rather wayward.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Dyer plays it forward. Danilo. Marquinhos. Danilo. Gabriel. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here's Ben Yedder. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Ben Yedder. That intervention was very necessary. Casemiro goes looking. Pogba. It's Pogba! Oh, the ball's come loose.
I really don't think you could expect anything better from the goalkeeper then. We're near heroic territory.
And it's played forward. Richarlison. And here's Ben Yedder. Pings it out wide. And it's Ben Yedder. The referee's awarded a free kick. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Pogba ready to try one. Going for goal! Away from immediate danger. Well positioned to make that interception. Pogba. Is there any support? He might not need it. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Vinicius Junior. Pogba goes long. Gets it back. Plays it over to the other flank. Plenty of endeavour from either side. Not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
Monaco have a free kick.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Vinicius Junior. And he's straight offside. Tries to dink it in. And they've been... And the finish! Goal! Brazil!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Brazil... Oh, shooting chance! Back of the net! They are right back in business. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Up to meet it! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Brazil take the lead. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior plays it long. Right through the middle. Chance! Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Richarlison is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Ben Yedder. And now they can launch a counter. to the keeper and go again. Casemiro. Played back in. Vinicius Junior. Managed to get it away. There is the half-time whistle. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separated them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Can he deliver? Oh, that is lovely footwork. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Ben Yedder.
Monaco have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
He gets past his man. Good ball, it's found its real chance! Really well taken goal. Monaco are level.
Monaco are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's made good progress from a deep position. And it's Ben Yedder. Casemiro. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Vinicius Junior. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Gabriel. Richarlison. Pogba, who's made his mark on this game. Well played, he saw that coming. Casemiro cuts it out. Casemiro drives it forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Throw in. Gabriel.
Concentration.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Richarlison.
Brazil showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Played towards the front men. Foot in. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He's there to receive it. He's away.
Monaco merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's Pogba. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's pinged one through here. He's gone for it! Looking for a corner. Strong punch, and that is that. So it's ended in a draw, draft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their... Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Hoists it forward. Drilled in low. Big chance! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with... And the shot! It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the fence. Shoots!
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Gomez has given away a free kick. Diogo Dalot battles to win it back. It's a fabulous shapes to shoot! Yes! Hot knife through
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
It's a loose ball. Mathieu looks to dink one in. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And he's away. That's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to get it forward quickly.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel. It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box. Højbjerg just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Greenwood cuts it out. Corner it is. Repelled by the keeper. Bruno Fernandes delivers. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
Aubameyang gets on the end of it. And it's played forward. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, good ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Mathieu. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Aubameyang really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's Højbjerg. He's picked him out. Greenwood hits one. Back of the net. And they are right back within touch. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Has a hit! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Aubameyang. Aubameyang decides to play it back. Aubameyang. Great leap! Oh, taken with style. Deep into first half stoppage time. And the first 45 minutes are up.
It's
kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And we're already back underway here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Looking to force his way through. Real chance! It's broken loose. Højbjerg, Aubameyang. Emerson. It's come loose. Greenwood. A real chance to break. Hoists it forward. Has he picked him out? It is a corner. It's a great ball. Gets away from his opponent. Has a hit! It's a good run, that. Great timing. Now it's Aubameyang. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
It's Aubameyang. He's left his man. Gomez plays it out to the wing. And he's cut it out.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
He gets past his man. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Greenwood. Diogo Dalot goes looking. And now the breakaway. Going through. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Greenwood. Oh, real chance! He scores! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's got through to him. Shot a goal! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running.
And they've been caught out here. Well, they could break here. He's one-on-one! Good challenge, excellent challenge. It's anyone's ball.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Gets the better of his man, goes for goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
So that's it, it is all over. Well, in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead, they lost their lead, and they lost the game. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. A mouth-watering. He's had a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's played forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well played, he saw that coming. Foden. There's the through ball. Now the counter. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
So, a breakthrough already.
He's had that put on a plate. It's a brilliant interception. Chance to break. Now surely. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
That's not going to make it. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Looks to thread it through, and he's cut it out. Defended, that had to be done. Foden, who's set up one goal so far, tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels, and the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Forward it goes. Oh, good ball. And he's there to cut it out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Drilled it. Has a goal! Quality ball drilled in low.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? There was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Has he picked him out? Has a pop! Can he deliver?
That has sent him sprawling.
And the shot! And in it goes! Two to the good! They have breathing space! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instinct.
Has a hit! This possibly the last play of the half. Well, and the half-time whistle goes. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And we're already back underway here.
Chelsea don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though.
It's a loose ball. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? This could spell danger. He's gone for it! Oh, in for the follow-up! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Managed to get it away.
Manchester have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Shoots! Hoists it forward. Plays it out to the wing. It's loose. Forward it goes. Lovely bit of skill there. Out for a throw. On the right now, what's on? Right through the middle, gets the better of his man. Hoists it forward, could move up a gear here.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
And they've been caught out here. Kenny goes for goal. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Got a sight of goal here. Hits one! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Oh, good interception. And it's played forward. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Over to the left. Played back in. Plays it out to the flank. Dashing forward at pace. He's through the mid. He's gone for it! He can pounce on that. It's in! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Donnarumma did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
Chelsea give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Going for goal! And with that, the final whistle. Chelsea played a big part in it, but they walk away with nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser...
He's gone for it! The breakthrough strike! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Just brushed off the ball there. Plays it back. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner.
And that has been cleared. There's the shot! No, not quite. Hoists it forward. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And he's searching, shoots! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Defenders on the back foot. And help's available out wide. Oh, real danger here. Has a goal! In it goes!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And the through ball is intercepted. Well, they can break here. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rice. Ball through needs to be good here. That's good defending, very good defending. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Well positioned to make that interception.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rice. Chelsea are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Done very well to intervene. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Rice tries to get it forward quickly.
Pedro Neto.
Pedro Neto. Had too much on it. And they've been caught out here. Plays it out to the wing. That'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. And the game has already resumed here. Out to the left it goes. Decent-looking ball. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Tries lifting it over. Out for a throw. Tries the cross.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing a
real chance! And this is getting better and better. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Chelsea will 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Pedro Neto has a hit! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Going for goal! And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's got options out wide. That's a good ball. Goes for goal! He's scored! Saka versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Good idea, just poorly executed. Merino tries to get it forward quickly. He's off on a marauding run. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It is a corner, good chance. Clears it out of harm's way. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Gets the better of his man. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Over to the left, and help's available out wide. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's played forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Needed a better pass there. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Chelsea is victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Keeper Keeper's not concerned by that.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Kimmich. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's been taken straight back. Oh, and the finish! It's anyone's ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And here's Gnabry, now surely! And they've been caught out here. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Intervention was very necessary. Gnabry plays it forward. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Gnabry. Now it's Gnabry. Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, he's left his man, goes for goal! Right towards the front men, good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. What a throw in. Kimmich plays it out to the wing. Gnabry. And it's Guerrero. Vinicius Junior goes steaming forward. Mbappe. Just brushed off the ball there. Kimmich. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good interception. And it's Gnabry. Tries to get it forward quickly. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Gnabry. Done very well to intervene.
Kane really got caught in a trap there and he just couldn't get out.
Who's ball? Who's going to get there? And here's Gnabry. Throw-in. Gnabry.
Madrid clearly seemed...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rudiger with a long pass. Chance! Shot at goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Mbappe really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
There'll be a throw-in. Gnabry. Kimmich. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. first 45 minutes are up. Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're already into the second period. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Well positioned to make that interception.
Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz.
Defenders on the back foot.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe.
Out towards the flank. Hits one! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Madrid can try it again now. Up for the header! Oh, taken with style! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Vinicius Junior.
This could... Chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Kane really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could very well reward them with an equaliser. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Hitting hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Over to the left.
Vinicius Junior.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Has a goal! It's a goal! And that's it. That was always inevitable. His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition.
He's gone for it! He scores!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He's got them, tries a shot! That's a brilliant interception. Heaves it forward. And it's Goretzka.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's being closely tested here. Kane. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's cut it out. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Madrid making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
There's a long ball. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Madrid can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Davis. "90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time." Davis positions himself well and cuts it out. Hoists it forward. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Kimmich, forward it goes. And that will be the final act. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Pinged one through here. Mbappe, he's gone for it! A real chance to break. This is promising. Mbappe shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Has a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Too much distance on that. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. Plays it out to the flank. Oh, it's Dembele. Gets it back. It's a loose ball. That'll be a throw-in. Fabian Ruiz tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Well weighted. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. France have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. He's on his way. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Marquinhos drives it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's hit the upright. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Fabian Ruiz really felt he'd done enough. He's having a momentary visit to the world of disbelief here.
A goal now would certainly liven things up. Well positioned to make that interception. Caught offside that time. Tries lifting it over. Mbappe. Out to the right. Fabian Ruiz. And he's onside. He's got away. Good challenge, excellent challenge. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's made sure that that won't get through. That'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An engrossing half, but we're still where we... Chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, real danger here. Hernandez plays it forward, hoists it forward, done very well to intervene.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Hernandez. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mbappe. Chooses to go back. And the ball's come out!
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's corner. Wigan given another corner. Out of play for a goal kick. Mbappe is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
France really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! There are a few waiting for it. Over to the left. Hernandez does well there, alert. And it's played forward. Plays it out to the wing. And help's available out wide. Tries to get it forward quickly. Plenty of action at either end, just nothing to show for it.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
It's come loose. Gets it back. Forward it goes. Changes here from both sides, in fact. Oh, good interception.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And here's Dembele.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kurzawa doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oh, it's Dembele. Out to the left it goes. And it's Kurzawa. And it's got through. Going through. He's got the ball. He's going for goal. It's broken loose.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And here's Dembele. Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hernandez. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's on a plate. It's Dembele! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe has a pop! Oh, it's in! And that might well be that! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
France take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Turns and goes back. Now it's Thauvin, and it's Kanté. Kanté drives it forward. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Two high-profile, high-calibre teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-calibre meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here.
Vinicius Junior.
Now a chance to break. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a good... and the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Well weighted. Going for goal! He's delivered all right! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Valverde. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0.
That's a pop! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Alexander-Arnold.
Done very well to intervene.
Foden.
Could move up a gear here. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Mbappe really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Defender's on the back foot.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
He's picked him out. This could fall anywhere. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oh, good interception.
Bernardo Silva.
That's not going to make it. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it forward. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Foden.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Down by a lack of accuracy. And now they can launch a counter. Nicely controlled. Valverde plays it forward. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story.
Rodri.
He's found his man. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.